This is Dave with the Shepherd School, and I want to make a video of something that is pretty near and dear to my heart. I think about it quite a bit. As a matter of fact, one of the very first essays that I ever wrote, one of the very first articles that I ever put on my very first website way back years ago. I had a little two-part series. One was on rights and one was on responsibilities. And I believe that we have rights. Looking at our founding documents, looking at the Declaration of Independence here for us Americans, you know, it says that our Creator endowed us with certain inalienable rights. That our Creator gave us these rights, right? And I happen to believe that. You know, I believe that the right to life, the right to liberty, the right to pursue happiness, to freedom of press, freedom of speech, freedom of religion, to be secure in my own home, to be armed in order to be a man and to protect my family and the things that's important to us. You know, I think all those things are inherent in me being a human. It's my right. However, you know, on the other side of that, if you look at the definition of rights, it's that which can't be taken away, right? And all those things can be taken away. You know, if they just passed a law here in our country that it's now a felony to protest anywhere that the Secret Service is out with the president, you know, which freedom of speech to have redress of grievances with our government, you know, that's the number one, you know, constitutional amendment. The Bill of Rights, the very founding of our country, is based upon me being able to tell any elected official, dude, you suck. I don't like what you're doing. Right? But they took it away. They voted it out. It's gone. You know, in several places, you know, the Second Amendment is in danger. You know, you can't carry this kind of gun. You can't carry that kind of gun. You can't carry a gun here. You know, in some states, they've now made it illegal for you to carry an unloaded gun. Right? So you can lose your rights. Right? They take them away all the time. But the one thing that you can't lose is the right to fight for your rights. You know, we could take away, the government could take away your freedom of speech. They can cut your tongue out. You know, and they do that in certain other countries of the world. You know, so, but the only thing that they can't do is take away your ability to fight for your rights. Right? So, you believe what you believe, and you stand up for it. Because if you don't stand up for what you believe, you know, what good are you? Right? So anyway, that was the impetus of that was the plot, I guess, of the first article. And then the second article was on responsibilities. And I totally 100% believe that if you want to stand up for your rights, if you want to say, this is my right, every right comes with a responsibility tied to it. You know, if I want to use my right to carry a gun, but I have the responsibility to do that in such a way that it doesn't hurt anyone else, right? You know, if I want to use my freedom of speech, then I have the responsibility to know what I'm talking about, you know, and not lie, right? And not everyone always lives up to their responsibilities, and that's a shame, because it makes the rest of us lose our rights quicker, right? It makes us have to fight for what we believe in, you know, that much harder. So for every right, you've got a responsibility. And the problem is, you know, that's an adult concept. And in our country, we tend to, or as I see it, we kind of tend to move toward getting rid of these responsibilities and claiming more and more of these rights. Right? So, you know, people now want the right to health care, right? And nobody wants, you know, sick children, right? But people want their health care, but they don't want to take the responsibility to pay for it, right? So they want these things, but they don't want to do what's necessary to earn those things, right? You know, they want to be able to say whatever they want to say, right? It's like pornography. I want to have pornography. It's my First Amendment right, you know, to take naked pictures of people, right? But they don't really protect the kids from seeing this stuff on the internet, right? You know, they don't take all the whole consideration to it. And so we become more and more geared toward wanting things and less toward earning things. I hear people tell me all the time, you know, I deserve that. You know, dude, if life was fair and we got everything we deserve, you know, Lord have mercy, we'd all be in prison, right? Because I don't think you can get through grade school without being, you know, yelling or cussing or bullying somebody or, you know, mean girl club or whatever. You know, people do bad things all the time. You know, we might not mean it, but, you know, you can't hardly live in this world without, you know, breaking a rule at some point, right? But we tend to forget about the punishments for our actions, and we want what we think we deserve, you know, without thinking about, you know, all the other stuff that we've done. So anyway, I just in the mood to kind of talk about that and think about that a little bit. You know, you've got rights, but for every right that you've got, you have a responsibility to exercise that, you know, in the appropriate manner. So anyway, you know, that's all there is to that. And until next time, you can always catch us online, www.teamgun.com. Thanks.